This
Yeah, let's get
transgender
into this shit.
soldier showering with the ladies with his cock and balls out, with her cock and balls out.
Hey man,
No, it was two.
what's
Oh,
it
it was
called,
two of
man?
them.
What's it
How
called?
you have two transgenders in the same unit?
Enrollment down, man. They need everybody they can get. All hands, baby.
Well, I think that's why enrollment is the fuck down.
I think
That's what
nobody
everybody's
want to
saying.
go. Nobody want to
Right.
enlist, man. They know what the flip side is, and when you come out on the backside, you're not gonna get taken
Yeah.
care of. So yeah,
So
that's a tenet of it, but not necessarily. I
yeah.
don't think the whole thing.
So a female National Guard recruit considered resigning after being forced to shower with a transgender person identifying as a woman who still had male genitalia, according to the report. And when you read this, she's like, "Yeah, man, I sleep between two of them. I'm sandwiched between two motherfucking men."
Crazy.
And
That is
right.
crazy.
And I'm afraid, yeah, she's like, I know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm afraid to say something for fear of retaliation.
Right.
And so now she's speaking out about the shit. And it's just like, at what point, like, who in the fuck want to serve with this? Because I remember when they first started, when they got rid of the don't ask, don't tell shit. A lot of motherfuckers was like, y'all gonna get them different barracks? Because it's like you can't discriminate. So now, can you imagine you on one side of the room and your roommate, motherfucker, might be like that. You bring a chick in the room, and Kevin come up in the room with him.
Yeah.
And it sound like a full-on WrestleMania match, but they over there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, trying to get to the first down,
Right.
Yeah.
You got to leave because y'all trying to get it in. The scent of duty is
it's loud.
Canceling out your goddamn incense. All you smell is shit and lavender musk.
Man,
that was very vivid.
I won't accept any of this shit until Summer's Eve comes out with a dick wash. As soon as they start making male female hygiene products,
I mean, we're there. Maybelline has a men line.
What? Man, listen. We have reached.
Maybelline has a men makeup line.
I don't get it, man. I don't understand.
Like I said, man, we're there.
Listen, man. Everybody
is just fucking come. God damn.
I think the motherfuckers is here, bruh.
I hope so. I hope that's what they tell us tomorrow. Like, and that's where all these motherfuckers coming from.
Look, man. Everybody got the right to do what they want to do. But I just saw that Just Hilarious thing.
Yeah.
And she said that came out. Actually, she did that a while ago, but what I was digging and I was proud of is she stood by her words because, okay, you got your rights, you can live how you want. But now y'all done went to trans women or women too, to now y'all are talking about these women are breeders, chest feeders, and menstruators. How do you, as a motherfucker with a dick and balls, sit up there and say that women are gatekeepers to menstruating and all of this? Like, no, motherfucker, that's a natural part of what they are. Like, we like, I don't understand why we playing this game. Like,
that's the whole point of it. You got to stop. You got to stop. You got to stop. It takes two people to argue. You feel me? It takes two people to argue. All Jess had to do was just sit back and kick back. She's getting her thing. Let whoever that other person was be delusional at face value, because what that person was spewing out made no sense at all. Calling her cis or whatever, and I was like, "What the fuck is cis?" I looked it up, and it's biological. Right. That's how they define biological. I was like, just say fucking biological woman.
Well, but there's no other thing besides there's women and then there's like women. There's no other fucking category.
That's why I said it takes two people to fucking argue.
Yeah.
You let that person be crazy. Go ahead. You want to do the back and forth? Knock yourself out, man.
But I think the thing is, man, it's a whole push going on here, man, and it's a lot of motherfuckers that agree with the crazy. I always said, and I've been saying this, that's women that's gonna have to fight that battle. Because you ain't got a bunch of motherfuckers out here like, yeah, we men too. Really? Do you want what that come with that shit? You know what I'm saying? Going off to war and not being support, but
who was that? That's not to cut you off, bro. Remember that one lady who went undercover as a man, and then after she did that, she ended up committing suicide.
You see,
because how depressed she was. Like, it is the way men are treated. She went undercover as a man for like a year or like maybe 7-8 months.
Right.
And once
And my
she got
thing
done
is
with her
this.
study, she fucking killed herself.
My thing is
Deleted
this.
herself. I'm sorry.
Would you, delete it. Would you want to be a motherfucker? Like, y'all doing this shit here, but would you want to be a woman over in the Middle East or one of these other countries? Like, I don't see, that's why I always say women, I don't think women in the US understand how like really good they have it over here. You know what I'm saying? Like those women in these other countries, motherfucker, you better go in the fields or in the back room when some other men are around.
This is what like really get at me when folks be like, oh man, they pushing. I was like, if it's only an agenda if you pay attention to it. Like they pushing, they putting it in your face, and I was like, you don't have to cater to it. You don't have to. You keep saying that they're trying to push this on you. All of us are grown. We all live our life the way we live it. You ain't got to address any of that shit.
Well, it depends though, brother. And I feel what you're saying. Maybe when we off the clock, I guess. But you know, what about those that go to work and motherfucker like, hey, I want to be, because I told you I had that situation. I don't want to rehash it.
Mm-hmm.
I was given a compliment and I said
the wrong.
You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
Well, let me say this without, because motherfuckers be looking up shit. There are certain people that go to certain jobs and they know clearly what they're looking at, but because of their profession, they have to acknowledge these people as who they want to be acknowledged as. Okay.
Right.
And you can clearly see that these people are disturbed. They got parents with them that's egging the shit on. At the last minute, a lot of them are changing their minds. Hey, I don't want to do this certain thing. And the parent is like, no, just give them this. Be like, motherfucker, we can't do that. And I feel you, man. But think about these girls that got to compete with these motherfuckers and they losing out on scholarships. Or these motherfuckers is getting in the ring with them and getting their skulls cracked. Now they don't have to, but I mean, now you got to put your career on hold for this person.
I'm more or less talking about the back and forth online, giving these motherfuckers fuel. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, just turn the shit off, unplug. Don't even worry about that shit. Live and let live. Chill the fuck out. That's how I'm looking at it, man. It's because I sat and I watched that whole interaction and was just like, I'm not the brightest dude or whatever, but I'm smart enough to know not to argue with an idiot. I'm not going to do the back and forth with somebody who I see clearly has issues. Going to try to tell a woman she's not a woman.
Yeah.
Just because you have everything that makes you a woman, don't make you a woman. The conversation is over. I'm like, dude, I can't talk to you. Get from around me.
Right. And me and you know that, but I'm in the goddamn Mecca.
I feel
you are.
Yeah.
I'm in one of the Meccas.
I know you can't go to work and do this. You can't run around your hood like this. You can't do that. I get you have to address it. You have to acknowledge what's in front of you and in your environment, in your area code. I get that. But
believe it or not,
the back and forth online shit, I'm not with it.
Believe it or not, I'm like you, man. I tried not to. I'm like, man, what the fuck ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be certain situations, like, but the Ace Hardware is a motherfucker that work up there. Like I said, I don't try to be rude. I just get my shit and go. Yeah, brother. Like said, Ace Hardware. Our motherfuckers like them hardware stores.
It's a little thicker, man. We grew up in there with constant crackheads around the corner.
Yeah,
we got that education from them. Like, dude, I know how to deal with crazy and a fucking hustler and a scammer all in one person. You ever see a crackhead try to come up with some tears? Sit there. Oh man, I ain't been right since my mama passed. Loan me $5.
Yeah, exactly.
The bipolar shit. Yeah, man. Come on, man. I know crazy. So
yeah, man. When you try to convince, because I'm telling you, man, in a minute they're gonna be like, you don't want to give me no dick, you transphobic. Nigga, shut up, nigga.
They already doing that.
That's right. What I'm talking about.
They did it to Genuine.
Already doing that.
Yeah.
They did it to Genuine.
Yeah, they wanted him to. Hey, did he fuck off your hand off me, man?
Right, get your fucking hand off me. I'm trying to be nice.
Me grabbing
you see,
up
that's
on
what
me,
I mean. I'm a woman too. And if you had said no, you're not, then it would have been some shit. You know what I'm saying? But
but that's exactly what you need to do these days. Because
you
anytime anytime that you go along with it or don't say anything, man, you pretty much co-signing the shit.
And that was my point. You know what I mean? Like I get what the brother with Mr. Eddie Spaghetti saying, but you know, these motherfuckers are loud. And for some odd reason, we live in a generation. It used for us, loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room. Now for these motherfuckers, the loudest one in the room is right. Automatically, this person is right.
Gotcha.
You know, and you know, look at this girl. Because they don't want to talk about these cases where these motherfuckers be committing, you know, and I'm not saying that motherfuckers who identify as heterosexual don't commit sexual assaults and shit, but
right,
you know, now you a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah, you identify as a woman, but you got a right cross like fucking Tyson.
You a dude in the bitch's clothing. You know, you trying to sneak up with the wig on, like, yeah, bitch, I'm with you. Yeah. Next thing you know, this motherfucker standing over you with his wingle out. Look at the college motherfucker that went up in the sorority, and they like every time we see him, he got a hard dick. You had people in the comment section was like, "Do you know how embarrassing it is as a trans person to get a wood, motherfucker? You shouldn't get a wood if you're not attracted to women."
Let it go, mind you. Like you said, he's a lesbian.
You know, so in that person, let me tell you something.
These games,
see. He's a lesbian. Like, yeah,
you know the military is strict like that. If that hey man, I ain't doing that, they could boot your ass for discrimination. You know, think about that. Some people I know it's hard to believe, but you know, I knew a lot of people, man. That military shit, that be their dream. They go in there like, yeah, this is my fucking career. I ain't going nowhere else. This is what I'm gonna do. And now because you in the bay and you in the shower and you see some dicks and some balls, and you don't want to do that, but you got to shut up.
Yeah,
this motherfucker standing close to you. I used to want to vomit in the motherfucking showers myself. I'll be like this. Shit, I'm not one of them cats that be in the gym naked around motherfuckers. I don't do that shit.
Hey, man, I mean, just imagine what kind of army we're gonna have pretty soon. I mean, because you saw where they changed the physical standards.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
And like, can you stand up
on the women's side? We about to have sissy squadrons coming out of the wazoo, man.
I mean, we get these drones up.
These motherfuckers gonna have their shirts tied up in the front. They BDU shirts.
See,
their combat boots gonna have heels on them.
Next, man. They gonna have those Timberlands. What's up?
It's a weird thing, you know. When like during the Iraq War, the Air Force was installing fake tits on some of the Air Force chicks. Like they were using these bitches for, yeah, man. That was a thing. Like you could go to the VA and get you some tits. Do you remember this?
What was the purpose?
For the plastic surgeons in the military to practice on soldiers.
Oh wow!
When people come back from getting screwed up, you know, that was the explanation I heard. I mean, I don't know what the official story was, but one of the chicks I was with in Iraq got fake tits on the U.S. government dime.
Well, no, I know a young lady that got her titties done on the U.S. dime. You got to prove. She said it was something. She's a good friend of mine. She said that it's something about your mental health, and that's how they do it. But you know, that's what them Republicans was trying to get rid of, and I'm with them, man. First of all, I think that's some personal shit. Your titties is personal. The U.S. taxpayer should not be paying for you to get breast enlargements, and damn sure shouldn't be paying for a motherfucker to say I'm a girl to go up in there and get that shit done, or I'm a man to get that shit done.
Just
motherfucker, we supposed to be a fucking war fighting force, man.
Yeah.
And now people going up in there, and then, but see, the thing is, a lot of the motherfuckers be trying that shit. They get it done, and then it's like, oh, I can't go. I don't want to go to war. They be trying to get out that shit. And they like, no.
You're gonna work these off.
You gonna work these motherfuckers off. Put this sports bra on, motherfucker.
And have at it.
Put this sports bra on and this cup on. And
wow. Wow. I like the way you threw that in there. I like
put the sports bra on this cup on.
The cup. Get
to
on
it,
out there, look like Cameo. But go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, pretty ladies around the world. We don't care. Do your dance. Do your dance. I used to want that little nut hugger powder.
No,
I
you
don't know
didn't.
why.
Please.
I did.
No, you didn't.
It was a fashion statement. Larry
I
Blackman.
don't know
the
why
man.
he wore his shit.
He
Yeah.
live out here too, man. Cool.
He probably still wearing that motherfucker with that
Probably,
fucked up
man.
box.
Probably. That high top, man.
What's
with no
the
fade.
word up?
All right, man. We got Ob singing, man. Transition, please.
Oh,
Is
man,
singing.
we
He
need
always
to do
sing
my
a song.
greatest hits, man. What we got here?
There he is.
He's still wearing it.
He's still rocking it. He's still rocking it,
sir.
man.
I bet that motherfucker stank.
Looking like a grown ass Webster.
He got the
That's
flash
fucked up.
part of the. That's the only part of the Flash costume he got on. I'm gonna flash this dick. Yeah. So,
They still love it.
but you know what, man? It's an odd situation, man. It's like, how do you expect that girl to be comfortable, man? She got two motherfuckers, and they probably they're big brolic motherfuckers too.
Hey, fill the whole female side with trans motherfuckers, man. Fuck it.
What if that turned out to be the greatest fighting force?
See? Who knows?
All the planes painted pink. No.
So this is what we gonna do. When
See?
we get the enemy, we gonna fuck the information.
Now you're
out of
generalizing, man. It ain't gonna be pink. It's gonna be lavender. See? Quit generalizing, man.
Be
It's a whole
something
spectrum.
delicious.
It's gonna be mauve.
Mauve. Alabaster.
Oh, it's gonna be potpourri in the barracks and shit.
Oh, can you imagine going to the DFAC and just getting served bananas and meatballs
Stop,
every day?
man.
And
Stop.
glizzies.
Stop.
Glizzies.
Glizzies.
Donut holes, everything cylindrical donut holes, grapes of all colors,
He went there. He was
Meatballs,
goddamn
turkey,
glizzies,
beef,
man. Like you can't eat no
vegan.
more hot dogs, man.
It's all kind of Italian sausages and shit, chicken sausages,
Italian glizzies.
pork, Italian glizzies, no meat. I was watching this cat fiction, and he was like, he do that little stunts and shit. Little brother, man, he was like, yeah. He was like, try that, a hot dog with no bun. And I was like, are you bragging about that, young blood?
See,
Are you fucking
See.
bragging?
hey man, they're a little. This is a zesty nation, zesty generation right now.
Man,
I mean, extremely
Zesty than a
zesty.
bitch, man.
You know,
Zesty. Man, I'm so glad I grew up when I did, man. I'm
Mhm.
so glad we grew up when we did, man.
How's it any different, man? We had Boy George.
Yeah, we had Boy George,
There you
not a fleet.
go. Hey,
He had a following, but
Bro.
it wasn't a fleet. And Boy George is
No,
dope.
No, go back. Yeah, I'm not saying he's not dope. I'm not saying he's not talented,
Okay.
nothing like that.
would
just
you
saying we
really
had
want
him,
to
And we
hurt
had
me?
the punk rock. We had like just go back and look at the beginning of hip hop. Even them cats was doing some gay shit.
Yeah, they dressed like
No, they
Parliament and
wasn't.
them
They
back in
dressed
the
like
day
Parliament.
with the
They
feathers
wasn't
and
doing no.
Grandmaster Flash. They didn't have the feathers, the leather pants,
So you gonna tell the
black-
big buff one from the Furious Five, the big motherfucker?
Melly Mel.
Millie
You
Mel.
gonna tell me? You gonna
He was
tell
the
Mel he
main
was doing
one
some
who
sweet
looked
shit?
zesty.
Right,
He
had
was the
little thing
zestiest
with the-
one.
Right. It had bitches and sock
was
you in
that-
your shit.
Pretty much.
Mel wasn't no punk.
I'm
Mel
not
had that
saying that-
bullshit on.
I'm not saying that them trannies in the military won't sock
He
me
was
in
in
my
Beat
shit.
Street. He was in
I'm
Beat
not-
Street. nigga.
You know what I mean? But I'm just saying. Yeah, we
Yeah,
had
funny.
our zesty
right.
folks too. And we
Kumo
had
D
a lot
wore
of
knee highs.
They wore zesty shit, man.
Yeah,
But
Kumo
they-
D wore knee high leather boots.
Yeah, he
nothing
did.
has changed in entertainment, man. The
But
same
Colossus
amount
and
of
X-Men
motherfuckers
wore
that like
knee-high
dick.
boots, man. I can't. He was one of the hardest X-Men. Colossus. He wore knee-high boots too. So
That's different. When you're a superhero, it's different.
It's different, man. That's
you
the
don't
outfit.
think that Kumo D was a fucking superhero?
He wasn't a superhero, man. He was just cool.
You goddamn right. Maybe that's
That's all.
it.
He
Mo
was
D
just
was cool.
That's
Yeah,
it.
these cats did wear some bullshit. I mean, Biggie said some bullshit.
Mhm.
But so fine to fuck on your daddy's dick. I was like, nah, brother.
Man, that's an old Richard Pryor.
I don't
joke,
give a
man.
fuck. You don't repeat that.
You got your time to shine, and that's what you're thinking about,
Right.
Huh? Yeah, you're
He
a little
threw,
zesty,
he threw C Gutter under the bridge.
man.
Don't you know the Gutter like to kidnap kids?
Oh man, see,
Do something, throw them over a bridge. I was like, that's cool, motherfucker. That ain't cool. The fuck out of here with that.
Different time.
Man,
Mm,
sometimes you just say shit that rhymes.
that
Sometimes you
part.
just say depraved shit to sound tough.
You're right.
You know, but nah, man, hey man, hey man, I hope this young lady lands on her feet, man. It's a rough situation to be in, man, because
Were you talking about the soldier?
The soldier,
Yeah.
man, they all of this shit about, man, I'm gonna stop short of saying that. I mean, because we edgy, but I ain't gonna even say that, man, because then it's gonna be like, oh,
All right.
but dude, hope she land on her feet, man.
There you go. Let's roll.
Well, we got Kade. Where you at, old man? You got the sophisticated chair.
I'm over my dad's house.
Oh yeah,
And,
oh yeah.
I got the lazy boy.
Talked to a lot of bitches in that chair.
A lot of deals been made through that
Right.
chair, boy. A lot of deals.
Right. Come over.
Yeah.
This reunity.
The man who